my prayers weren't much bloody use.
I hope you've come to make a lodgment. A city-sized one? These ledgers are never going to balance. I hope you've come to make a lodgment.
And not even a whisker.
Me too, I suppose. Because I'm not even
Breathe. Bloody jobs.
Hells, if I'd have known there was that much coin back here, I'd have robbed the place myself.
These ledgers are never going to balance. I'm a dead man.
Just breathe. Breathe.
And now I've got to
Switch bloody jobs. I hope this won't affect.
Hells, if I'd have known there was that much coin back here, I'd have robbed the place myself.
builder. This house doesn't.
Make it hurt.
Can't even catch my breath. Very well.
I will ascend. Taking position. Got to press on.
Another fight. Let's go.
Victory awaits. On the move. What's the plan? On the move.
Make it hurt.
wonder if this is worth the cost. Open up.
Assume nothing.
Let's get on with it.
Action, not reaction.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Looking ahead. Let's have a look. What's that? Gruesome sight. A necromantic ritual, perhaps? Always room for more? This jar. It feels like death itself. A sure sign of necromancy at work. Come on, open up. jar that grants immortality, hidden inside a zombie. It's almost poetic.
The penitent looks at you silently. Bears the slightest flicker of acknowledgement in his eyes. The penitent blinks.
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. Prove your faith. You hold proof of faith. But to hold and deserve are different. Unorthodox. Walk in.
No time to dally.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic.
Our Lady. We serve only...
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own... But you, I know. When did you start worshipping God?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord...
Of course.
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you!
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the Guildhall.
give up. Got to move.
No! No!
Swift and lethal.
Where do I go from here?
Time to strike. No time to waste.
Against the darkness swarming his senses, a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. Fine.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper.
Jaheira. You killed her!
Come on, then. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. Fine.
His mind, his rage.
Jaheira.
The instant's hesitation is enough.
There.
In the sudden silence, you're in the same breath, you share everything.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet.
Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. Fine.
His mind, his rage.
Jaheira.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the dead three.
You saved Minsk. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why? Then you have two, and as many more as I can rip from enemy shoulders. But I have more than Minsk alone to offer. He is... Where is he? Hang on! Minsk is on his way! Where are you? Squeak, so I might know you were there. My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsk. Minsk finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsk's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart. And whiskers. And cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Mince to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you? No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil. Together! I give you my solemn vow. Should any of us show signs of weakening to the worm, or any other evil, Boo will slaughter us all in our beds. I hope this brings you comfort. You have a great many companions already. Boo and I are to camp then. For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back scratchings.
Humble turnip, preserved by drying. A worn but still capable warhammer, sized for a halfling. A wood carving of a pair of wings, like an eagle's but longer somehow. A mailed fist in the firecam armor style.
Nice mask. What's the story here?
When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would
Oh,
stop
the gods,
needing
truly
us
this
so
petty.
much. What I'd give to be needed now.
I still need you. You always will.
I think you might have made it. Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through... All for a map. The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to... Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight. Huh? Both of us. He is an ass. I can make no promises beyond that. But even so, lead the way. We're yours to command. Scarning shape changers. And of course, the full... What is it, cub? Huh. Not so much a term of age or affection as simple old and will be again. But now I shall mutter them under my...
Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsk? So dark an alliance sealed with Sentish contracts, cultish vows, and a dragon's shining horde. You think Minsk could forget? You are correct. I have no idea what any of that was about. But we shall simply... Boo! Why do you gnaw at my soft parts? I am trying to... Once again, in smaller words? I see. This truth you seek. Boo believes that Minsk is knowing more than Minsk knows. But it is a difficult thing. There are memories of this time that Minsk does not remember. And Boo suggests that, just as he helps with tricksome itches in awkward places, you must reach what Minsk cannot. The parasite. You can use it to tickle free whatever truth you seek. I much prefer your methods, my friend, but Boo is resolute. The worm, it must be. I do not often go again. Perhaps you might speak to the corpses you left behind. I'm sure Boo can scare a soul back into it long enough to answer some questions. Of course, my friend. Or are we not? Then you have a... Unless I die. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, clear enough? Can you not? Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day, you will be ready to listen. There is nothing before Boo. I was a typical berserk. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, their ease. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt a great poking finger of just... As for the headache, well... justice cannot always afford to be gentle. Do not be... If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is up now. Shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers. Oh? The mind of...
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done. But enough to know...
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you... My pants. Thrice laced, in the Rashomar style, so that a berserker might split skulls with... They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsk. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots. Well, as have you, no? We both fight evil, wherever it is found. On this matter of... If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no? Exactly so! If I'm... No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsk cannot answer, There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Ah, you come in search of stories. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we returned to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This Minsk does not know. One moment, the next, ambush! Then Minsk and Boo walk on the wide, with stone dust in sensitive places. The mind of Minsk was occupied with important matters. And then, for Minsk, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then it is now. I do not like these metal men on the streets. The city still clings to the hill. The sea still as long as that stench remains. No matter how old or young the world is, Minsk and Boo will... Countless tales are told of Boo and Minsk. Many of them are so outlandish that even I don't... Did Minsk bravely fend off the seductive vials of a succubus in the cloisters of Candlekeep? Maybe. Did he take a bath in the river Styx and temporarily forget that he traveled with a spawn of the god of Of course! It was a splendid adventure! Oh, a curious Take Minsk. He does not have a clear memory of a beard for the ages. Now, look closely at Minsk, and what do you see? Your gaze is naturally caught on my handsome face. The face that is loved by all, but cast your eyes down, just a little. Do you see it? Boo is correct. No beard. There are more whiskers on his tiny face. If Minsk did not inherit the flaming red hair of his mother, or the bushy red beard of his father, why would the spawn of Baal inherit his wickedness? I have many more thoughts about beards to share. I did not know you cared to hear them.
Do you ever think we should have had another one?
Doesn't matter what we think now. It would have broken us back then.
But if we'd only made the effort, if we'd only pushed through.
I know, love. I think about it too. Remember when she fell down the stairs and split
I've got a long road ahead.
I felt horrible about that one.
Jahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understand. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Wicklaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
Wicklaren? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some...
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, the titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, Jahira does as Jahira does. And finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waclaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointment.
Not even for Boo?
When she was little, I couldn't wait for a time when she would stop needing us so much. What I'd give to be needed now.